NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? You see the signs.
See, anyone have the signs for AZ Flood? I know that's right. That's People's Princess. Welcome back to the Gampel Pavilion for the final time, because tomorrow after today, the construction will be getting underway.
82-29 lead on Syracuse. And you would think Bud will get back in at some point in this fourth, if nothing else, for Gino Auriemma. Yeah, all right, nice dance.
And for AZ Fudd, for our princess, this is her last and her final time at home. She'll miss everyone, and the three is good. And we're underway quarter number 4. She's been enjoying herself here since 2020, when Paige Beckers used to be on the same team with her, but now AZ Fudd, a People's Princess, we miss Paige Beckers a lot.
Scott's provided some nice minutes off the bench for Syracuse, and what has been a better showing in the second half for the Orange. And Whistle is going to keep things here.
Just nice cut by Scott, and then she catches.
We eventually,
finishes on the mid-range.
And so as we watch this game,
and I know it has been a quiet night for Uche Isoche. Just 4 points, 2 of 9 from the floor after her big performance the other night against Iowa State. But this is an incredibly talented freshman. Now she's 21 years old, from Nigeria, played professionally in Japan.
Wow.
Coming to Syracuse.
What a player from Nigeria for Syracuse. Just like my pops was from Nigeria with her too.
You would think there are going to be people who want to go play with her and join the Orange. What could be a really interesting team next year. Quinones bounces to Strong. Strong gets fouled. Although
we have it won't matter because we in lead by 54 points. So after the game, maybe if you thought may have something you want to say to.
What's crazy is if somebody's tuning in to watch UConn, maybe it's their first time this year, and they're like, wait a minute, AZ Fudd's not the best player in the country?
Right.
Zyra Strong is the best player in the country.
That's a great point. And you know, Blanca Quinones, when she's playing like she is tonight, UConn can almost feel unfair. When they have those three going as good as they are an incredible team.
Something to behold.
Blanca, who's still got a lot of work to do. Here the ovation for Sarah Strong as she checks out. 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for Sarah Strong, who really set the tone. She came out of the game so impressive in the first quarter, something that Gino Auriemma had been imploring her to do, when she did. Scored 7 of the first 9 points for UConn, and the Huskies were off and running. Burrows. Getting the 3. Here's Arnold. The case. KK Arnold, like a blur.
It's KK Arnold's first field goal attempt of the game, but she's so important to UConn in terms of leading the way on the defensive end of the floor, pushing pace as we saw in that possession.
Delia doesn't get the roll. Rebound. Bounces around and laid in. On the putback by Shy Hawkins. Arnold. Into the paint. Leaves it. El Alfie will lay it in. Can El Alfie, who played a big role last year for UConn in certain matchups, including against UCLA in the Final Four. Scott backs it out. 7:35 to go in the fourth. Quinones, the deflection. Burrows, leaning, can hit. Rebound kept alive by Feely. She will fire Burrow's been very scrappy in this second half. Did not finish there after the great effort. Winner of this game faces UNC Friday in Fort Worth. Shade tried to slip it in and throw it out of bounds.
Winning the 60-point game.
To go in this fourth. Hawkins, a little swivel, leaning across her body, couldn't finish it. Alfie the rebound. Eckel getting ready to check back in for UConn. Shade to the corner. Zabel. Back iron him off. Burrows helping it for Syracuse. Ilya, 10 points. Had a great career at Michigan before transferring to Texas. Played in just 8 games last year in Texas because of a detached retina. But has had a really strong year for the Orange. Had a huge geek performance in the first round. As Isoje lays it in. How?
Ophelia is a remarkable story. She had that surgery on her detached retina. She had to lay face down for a week, couldn't move, had a patch over her eye for 2 months and wasn't sure if her vision would come back. She said, I really couldn't see anything out of my right eye for 2 months. It was a scary time. Not sure if her basketball career was over, but here she is. She wears the protective goggles, and she has given them some really good minutes here in this third and fourth quarter. Really spirited young woman with a lot of resilience.
Yeah, I think she has a future in the W. You know, she's a big guard at 6 feet tall. She shoots the ball well from the perimeter. She's shown that she can elevate and score over defenders. Solid defensively as well.
Isoje elevates and banks it in. Uche Isoje with back-to-back buckets. And a timeout taken by Syracuse. With 5:18 to go in the
5:18 remains in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on the other side.